All righty. Good morning, YouTube family. We're back again on the Avizi Sun. All right. Just want to make sure that you're able to hear me. Um, Good morning. I am Greg Harris here at Avizi in Forest City, Arkansas. And as you can see by today's topic, military sexual trauma or MST. And the reason why we're talking about this subject today because there are a lot of topics that we're going to throughout various days on this channel. We're going to bring up different subjects that are all relevant to day-to-day living. And military sexual trauma is uh, one of those unsexy subjects that just have to be addressed. And the reason why it has to be addressed because there's so many variants that goes into it. PTSDs, self-medicating, just it wrecks your life completely, just like any other uh, uh, medical or mental health issue. There are so many people that are walking around in the service. There's a difference between joking with people and then there's seriousness, and this is one of those serious subjects that we just have to address. We either address it now or we address it down the road, and bad news does not get better with age. So let's get into this. What is military sexual trauma, MST? It's the experience of sexual assault or repeated threatening sexual harassment that occurs to a person while they're serving in the armed forces. Now, notice I said to a person because both male and female can experience military sexual trauma. Now, one of the most important questions that I get when there's filing a military sexual trauma claim is, do I have to be raped? No. If someone touches you, if someone uh, give an example of touching, there's a difference between you're standing at the copy machine and I'm trying to get by and I brush you and I go on by my business. That's not sexual harassment. It could be perceived as sexual harassment by the wrong person, but per the definition, that's not sexual harassment. Vice versa, I could be standing at the copy machine, someone brushes me. That's not sexual harassment to me. What is sexual harassment is if every time she goes to the copy machine, I see her at the copy machine and I'm continuously brushing her, or I say something outside of the way and someone brings it to my attention. Hey man, what you said that's not called for. You know it's not called for. And you still continue to do it. That is considered sexual harassment. Plain and simple. There are consequences for that. Um, Negative consequences at that as well. Now, as far as filing a claim for your military sexual trauma, MST, there are so many different variants according to your experience. There are cases where men and women inside of the military who experience sexual trauma, MST. I'm going to say MST from this point going forward because I've said military sexual trauma so much, so I'm just going to just shorten it out to MST for simplicity's sake. But there are so many people who experience MST that didn't report it, but still live with it. And how do they live with it? They try to find some way to cope with it by drinking. Some people have turned to drugs, poor performance at work, any work environment, whether you like going there or not. When there's any type of disruption inside of that workspace, you always see poor work example. You got one of your best workers, and I mean, when she hit the door, she's on fire. She, comes in. Don't necessarily have to speak to everybody. That's a personal thing. but you can tell when something is off with one of your key players. And once you figure it out, hey, dude, is this something you want to talk about? Sometimes people don't want to talk about it. Sometimes people do. Well, I was over there with, belt buckle. Every time I go over to the copy machine, you know, uh, John, he comes by, he got something to say, or he's always brushing me. But every time Lala come to the machine, I never see him go by there. I never see him have anything outside of the way to say to Lala, you know, and then that could be addressed. Sometimes, as I stated before, they keep it to themselves. They're, you know, people. I try to err on the side of caution. I never try to tell people how to feel or what to feel. I just go with what they bring me, and whether I can relate to it or not is never an issue. That should never be the issue. What it should be done is, what can I do about it? And if there's nothing I can do about it, then you take it up the higher chain of command. But when you put in the claim, you always have to understand the one thing: it is not your experience that you're working with, it is the person that came to you experience that they're working with. It's not about how you perceived it or how it is, it's how they perceived it and how it is for them. That does not mean that you have to be raped. It does not mean that you have to um, put hands on you. Hey, if you do XYZ, you'll get a promotion. If you do XYZ, you'll get better pay. If you do XYZ, remember them hours that you wanted, you want to come in from 8 to 2. Well, I can make that happen. That's sexual harassment. That's MST, plain and simple. That could take a psychological toll on people as well. You know, some people get angry when they get accosted in any type of way, not just due to MST, and lash out. So some people keep it to themselves. Some people get quiet. Some people shut down. Is We don't know how people take things. It's like one of those. It's like a grieving process. Everybody grieves in their own different way. Who am I to tell somebody how to grieve and how long to grieve? That's a personal thing. And MST, dealing with MST is a personal thing as well. But I brought this up because you don't have to suffer alone. There is help. Uh, in the link of this, in the description of this video, there's a link and a phone number. That link goes to where you can um, get set up with a VA MST coordinator, where if you don't feel comfortable with telling someone your story, you can tell them your story, and you don't have to worry about any type of repercussion happening to you, whether you're male or female, because it happens to everyone. It can happen to anyone. I guess I better slow down, because I'm not. I don't want to say that it is happening. It's not happening to everyone. It's something that can happen to anyone, and that's one of the things you have to look at as well. Um, it's not, but it can, and it's a bad thing. We don't want that to happen. But if it do happen to you, address it in some type of way other than alcohol, uh, or cocaine or marijuana, or just shutting down or poor work performance. Uh, Bring it to somebody's attention. Uh, like I said, if you don't feel comfortable with uh, telling your story to a VSO, to your pastor, or anything like that, go on the website that I put in the link. Thank you, John Thompson, for thanking Avisa for all that we do. We're here for everyone that's willing to listen to us and willing to take us up. Thank you for letting us serve you. Um, but you can go there and set up with the military sexual trauma coordinator, and they can take your story, and if you want them to assist you with filing your claim, they will assist you. Or you can come here to a visa at 500 South Russell Street, and we can assist you with your claim as well. Also, the number to call is 1-800-827-1000. And once you get them on the phone, just simply say, hey, um, I'm Ray Johnson, and would like to talk to a MST coordinator. And they will take the time to go through the necessary step to get you set up with the MST coordinator. All the basic claims that go through at one point will go through a MST coordinator. The MST coordinator with the VA is a trained professional to sit down and say, okay, not only are you experiencing MST, but through my training and years of doing this and doing that, you are also experiencing this and that, and this is what's going to go into your claim. And the reason why I want you to put your claim in and put your claim in honestly, because what I've seen from a lot of military sexual trauma claims that go in, they're usually 100% right off the bat. So if you don't have tinnitus or you don't have flat feet, none of that type of stuff, just a basic, true and honest MST claim usually comes out right off the bat a 100% VA rating. And it's usually a static rating with everything that goes into it, from the PTSD, the substance abuse, everything under the sun. So if you are a veteran, and if you're in the service and you're watching this as well, we're reaching you. If you are a veteran and you need the help, you want the help is out there for you. We will take the time. We can't do everything for you, won't do everything for you, but we will take the time to assist you where you need your assistance to get what you need done to help you file your claim for military sexual trauma, i.e. MST, and from there, get you the necessary coping skills to deal with your life going forward. And with that being said, thank you for your time. Tomorrow will be another live broadcast here at Avizi under the Avizi Sun channel. And tomorrow I will be talking about the basis of a VA claim. A lot of you are putting in your claims and you're wondering how come my claim is being denied right off the bat, the first go around. Not every claim is going to get approved 100%, but there are some things that you can do right from the jump when you send your claim in that can strengthen your claim to get you less likely to be denied. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow as well. But today, I hope that someone has got the gist of this video, that you can put in the claim for MST, military sexual trauma. You are not alone. There is help out there, and there are people who will listen to you, that won't judge you, and they are professionally trained to handle the effectiveness of your claim to get you started. And we're always here for you in any capacity that we can be here for you. Like I said, we're here to lead the horse to water, but we can't make you drink. So we hope that you get involved with us and give us a chance, and we'll put your claim through. Thank you and have a good day.